What are the proper steps to returning a patient to driving after concussion? So this is something that a lot of our practitioners ask, and I think this was actually brought up in the practitioner Facebook group for complete concussion management. So all complete concussion management practitioners have access to a group Facebook, and so they're all trained concussion practitioners, and we share cases on there quite a bit. And one of the questions was, I think they had a patient that they were trying to return back to driving, and I'll provide kind of the answer that I provided within that group. And this is similar to a lot of concussion protocols. So return to learn, for example, it's, well, you start off with kind of your, light cognitive activity at home, then you go to a half day of school, then you go to a full day of school with certain restrictions, and then you go to a full day of school with no restrictions. It's the same thing with returning to sport, and so on and so on. So this one for driving, the first step is usually riding as a passenger in a car. How do you feel riding as a passenger in a car? Do you feel that you get dizzy? Do you feel that it causes a headache? Do you feel that it's too much for you? It's overwhelming to you? Well, if that's the case, then I don't think you're ready to start driving yet, if being a passenger is difficult. Once you feel comfortable being a passenger in a car, the first step would be to drive around the neighborhood with a passenger and drive in residential streets so that you're not putting yourself in high-risk situations because the speeds are slow, and you have a passenger with you. So if you start to feel dizzy, disoriented, get a headache, blurred vision, whatever it may be, you can pull off safely and have that person trade places with you, and they can take over from there. Once you feel comfortable driving around the neighborhood with no increase in symptoms, then get into highway driving and driving further distances and for longer periods of time, but keep the passenger with you. So that passenger with you can take over if need be. Once you feel comfortable in that scenario and you're having no more increase in symptoms, lose the passenger, and now you're back to full driving. So that would be the progression, and that is the progression that I typically put my patients on when trying to return them back to their driving after concussion injury.